Tonight at 10, a wet Christmas.
It comes as the hurricane struggles continue for dozens. Hear from one family forced to celebrate the holidays in a trailer as their property remains flooded.
Plus, the NBA champs are in town. The Magic hoping to be on the nice list and head off to the holidays with a win. That's all tonight on Fox 35 News at 10. Right now on Fox 35 News at 10, a boat blows up and bursts into flames.
Meanwhile, many homeless for the holidays.
If this goes under, we're done as a family. Like the debt, you'll never be able to pay it back. Like it's that big.
2.5 months later, Hurricane Milton still causing flooding, forcing people to head to higher ground for the holidays.
And a Grinch caught in the act.
It's so disappointing to see that people do that and just come and kind of take a little bit of your Christmas cheer.
The sticky-fingered bandit getting away with decorations just days before Christmas.
Hours from Christmas Eve and the temps are playing along. No snow here. Instead, a warm winter day. It should be perfect for everyone heading to town, trying their best to escape the cold weather up north. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Marlisa Goldsmith.
And I'm Manny Martinez. Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Noah Berggren with us off the top. No, it seems Mother Nature here thought that Christmas was a few days ago.
Yeah, you know, Manny, it's going to be feeling really nice with the temps. But there will be a chance for showers, as you saw there, and I think it's going to be both tomorrow and Christmas Day, but mainly Christmas Day. So tomorrow, decent. Temperatures get into the 70s, a blend of clouds and some sunshine. Can there be an isolated shower? Yes, I've got the chances at 20%, but I don't think there'll be many tomorrow. Christmas Eve night, Santa comes. We're in the 60s. Rain chances just 10% overnight. Warm with passing clouds tomorrow night. A bit of an east breeze, 5 to 15 miles an hour. And on Christmas Day, we're into the mid 70s. A little bit of an east wind, 10 to 20 miles an hour. Is it going to be totally sunny? No, but there'll be a good deal of clouds, maybe even mostly cloudy. A couple of showers will form, I do think, in the afternoon and the evening on Christmas Day. I'll show you that in the hour-by-hour forecast in a few minutes.
All right, Noah, thanks so much. Displaced for the holidays, Christmas looks different this year for a lot of people following Hurricane Milton. 75 days after the storm, and some people are still living in limbo.
Fox 35's Hannah McKenzie is live for us in Volusia County tonight. Hannah, you spoke with a family who says they can't spend the holidays in their own home.
Manny, Marlisa, I sure did, and I actually spoke with them via Zoom because tonight they are not here. They are having friends look over their home as they are staying with family up north in North Carolina. So what's next? Well, county commissioners are holding a special meeting on January 14th to continue their discussion on a building moratorium here in Volusia County. Those in favor of that moratorium, which could restrict new development, say it would greatly help the flooding issues here. Live in Volusia County, Hannah McKenzie, Fox 35 News.
Thank you, Hannah. New tonight at 10, this video shows a real-life Grinch. A homeowner says they swiped holiday decorations right before Christmas. 2 separate times this alleged thief is seen going up to this Orange County porch and taking the items before running off into the dark. Now homeowners in Hunters Creek want the person responsible to face the holiday music.
Fox 35's Stephanie Buffmonte is live in Orlando tonight after getting a look at the video firsthand. Steph, I imagine this has to be so disappointing.
That's exactly right. So disappointing, especially because this happened right before the holidays with Christmas Eve tomorrow. Now, the family reported what happened to the sheriff's office here, hoping that would help catch this person. Now, I know many of you watching at home have been getting gifts delivered to your doorsteps over the last several weeks. We know that this time of year is the highest time for package thefts. In fact, one company found 120 million packages were stolen in 2023 during the holiday season. Reporting live in Orlando, Stephanie Buffmonte, Fox 35 News.
Stephanie, thank you. Breaking news just into the newsroom. 1 person is dead and 5 others are hurt tonight after this this boat explosion in Fort Lauderdale. Take a look one more time. It's video from EarthCam that shows the frantic moments at the marina. Some people even seen jumping off the burning boat into the water. Others rushing to help. The explosion happened a little after 6 o'clock tonight. Crews say the fire did spread to another boat. Dive teams recovered the body of one of the boaters after about a 3-hour search of the surrounding water. And 3 of those hurt, firefighters say, have traumatic injuries. No word on what caused the fire.
A little boy is recovering from open heart surgery after a drone came crashing down on him during a holiday drone show in Orlando. The city of Orlando and the company that put on the show have not said what caused the accident at Lake Eola. The parents of a 7-year-old boy say the little boy was hit in the chest by a drone's blade and knocked him out. We reached out for another update, but have not yet heard back. Taking a live look at the Kia Center tonight, Magic fans are leaving happy after the team put on another show, beating the reigning champs, the Boston Celtics. And they did it without 3 of their biggest stars, Manny.
Yeah, tonight, the first game without Mo Wagner, a statement win. And as Fox 35's Jessica Ely reports, the team is pushing through the injury bug.
Jessica, thanks so much. Fox 35 News at 10 is just getting started. Coming up, if you think you can get any license plate you want, the Florida DMV says, think again.
Yeah, from admitting to breaking the law to advertising you're driving in your birthday suit. We take a look at some of the personalized plates that hit a little bit of a roadblock.
And former Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz under fire as the House Ethics Committee released a report accusing him of sexual misconduct and drug abuse. Why some lawmakers warn releasing the report sets a dangerous precedent.
Plus, feeling the holiday sniffles and sneezes? Well, the FDA is phasing out a popular decongestant, saying it just doesn't work. What this means for your medicine cabinet and alternative remedies to consider.
Then a little later, NASA looking to make history flying closer to the sun than any other human-made object ever had. See how this mission could unlock mysteries about the sun. When the sun goes down, that's when this town lights up. Central Florida is full of energy. Your news should be too. Depend on Fox 35 for unique stories you won't see anywhere else. We'll tell you what you need to know. Plus, you can have a little fun and unwind before bed. We know you have choices, and we are not going to waste your time. I'm Marlisa Goldsmith. Join me late nights at 11 for the late news that won't put you to sleep.
Fox 35 Late News at 11, weeknights.
Turns out you can't always get what you want, and that is especially true about your license plates.
The state rejected tons of requests for personalized plates this year. Fox 35's Garrett Weimer shows us some of the options that are safe for TV.
Well, the next big thing, the weather most of us are hoping for in Florida. Warm. There will be a few showers, though, but it should still be nice to get outside with those new Christmas gifts. Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Noah Bergen joins us now.
Now, even with that rain, you say it won't be too widespread.
No, and even when it does rain, it'll be light.
Good.
So, good day to stay inside, maybe outside, whatever you want to do. I think even if you had plans to venture out and about, maybe go for a walk out on the beaches. Hey, if you're doing the theme parks tomorrow's fine. It's just Wednesday and Thursday to be a little better chance of showers. Now tonight from Port Canaveral, if you look on this camera, you can kind of see the low cloud ceiling. It's very low to the ground, especially on the Space Coast and on our East Coast, thanks to the influence off the ocean. Here's the view from the iDrive camera. You can see up here kind of that lower cloud ceiling, about 1,000 or 2,000 feet off the ground. Temperatures today did get pretty mild relative to average, 75 in Sanford. But something else you can notice is where the clouds were today. We had clouds that hung around a little tougher north of the villages, and that kept the afternoon highs down. Just 60 in Gainesville, 67 in Marion County. The warm spot, Winter Haven, clocked in at 76 today. Right now it's 52 in Gainesville, 56 in Ocala, 61 in Orlando, 63 in St. Cloud. There are some showers offshore, but that is where they will stay overnight. There is some cold to the north. But this is very deceiving because this is actually what's called cold air damming, where the air is coming down from New England. And very interesting to notice how Charleston is warmer than Atlanta and Atlanta is colder than Nashville. The air is coming like this here. This is not coming here. Normally 39 in Atlanta, I'd be telling you it's going to get cold in Orlando. Not the case. So kind of an all over the place temperature board in the southeast now. 64 over in Dallas, 56 New Orleans, and 69 in Miami. Wind chills, there's not much to speak of, but you can see that effect of that little northeast wind at the ground. It feels like 35 in Tuscaloosa, 34 in Atlanta, yet 60 in Orlando, and again 45 in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. The country's pretty quiet. There's a lot of air travel disruptions. There's not a lot of major airport issues today, and there won't be tomorrow. I mean, there's been some snow in the northern part of the country, but nothing really all that major. You see, there is some cold up there, but it's going to get quite warm, comparatively so heading into Christmas. You see some snow tonight from Syracuse to Buffalo, over towards Erie. That's going to go through New York, Hartford, Boston early tomorrow morning. Speaking of New York, here is the view from snowy Buffalo, New York. You want your white Christmas, here is the vibes for you with temperatures in the 20s and feeling bitter up there right now. All right, temperatures tomorrow are more uniform across the area in the low 70s for most. There'll be some fog early, but early meaning like through like 8 or 9, then the fog is gone. So we'll pick things up. Note the time here, nice and big at the top for you. 7 o'clock in the morning, this gray and white is clouds and some fog. Then in the midday, we'll get some sun, but I think there'll be a blend of clouds and sun, not quite as sunny as our Fox model is indicating for tomorrow. Now, when Santa comes, things are still pretty good, but I want you to notice on Wednesday the changes that are going to occur during the day. So here's 6 in the morning, Christmas morning. We should be dry. Temperatures get into the 70s despite the clouds, but by Wednesday afternoon and evening, watch these little specks of green that show up. Some showers. This is 4:30 going into Seminole County, Volusia County. Then notice through the evening, we get several showers that pass on by. I think they might be a little more widespread even than this in Brevard County down towards Osceola County. We'll do that same kind of thing again on Thursday. So is it raining all the time? No, but there's about a 30-40% chance of a few rain showers late Wednesday and also Thursday. Despite all the clouds this week, temperatures will be above average in the upper half of the 70s heading into the weekend.
Noah, thanks so much. Still to come tonight, a speed demon Santa not fueled by reindeer but horsepower.
Troopers chase him going 120 miles an hour on his motorcycle. The festive frenzy, all of it caught on camera.
And you've heard of Away in a Manger, but what about Away with the Manger and baby Jesus? See how a Grinch has a change of heart about his nativity scene disruption.
The Fox 35 Care Force, it's our commitment to Central Florida.
The largest walk in the country.
We're helping over 1,000 families with full Thanksgiving baskets this year.
The Fox 35 Care Force, depend on us.
Tonight we're unwrapping new video of a police chase out of Hillsborough County. A Florida trooper going after Santa Claus on a motorcycle, or at least a guy in a Santa suit. It happened Saturday night. The Highway Patrol says the speeding Santa was weaving in and out of traffic, reaching speeds as high as 120 miles an hour. A trooper tried to stop him, but he refused to pull over. The trooper then lost track of the jolly old elf and had to call off the chase. Santa, Marlisa, ended up getting away.
Wow. Well, across Florida, these kinds of donuts are illegal and could cost you your freedom on Christmas. Troopers said they arrested a 16-year-old in Pasco County for street racing. He was driving this car and took over an intersection in Wesley Chapel, and their drag marks were left behind. Troopers are looking for his 17-year-old friend who was driving a Corvette at the time with the Vermont tag. They hope someone recognizes his vehicle. And in Orange County, deputies are still looking for dozens of people involved in this street takeover. Take a look at your screens here. This happened on November 30th at the intersection of South John Young Parkway and Central Florida Parkway. The group set a fire in the middle of the intersection and started doing burnouts. They are accused of causing thousands of dollars in damage.
Caught on camera, the Coast Guard rescued 4 people and a dog from a sailboat about 15 miles southeast of Ponce Inlet. It happened yesterday afternoon. You can see the water was pretty choppy. Advisory was also issued for the area.
And a Christmas Grinch has some sticky fingers for statues. He disrupted a nativity scene by stealing the baby Jesus of all things. But like the Grinch in the movie, he had a change of heart. The thief anonymously dropped off baby Jesus at the fire station with a note. It says, quote, "I am really sorry. I made a dumb mistake in the moment. It won't happen again." The fire crews say little baby Jesus is back in the nativity scene, but he is missing a few fingers.
Oh. Coming up in our next half hour, a new report released detailing the alleged misconduct of former Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz. Some lawmakers are praising the release, while others think it could set a bad precedent.
Plus, a decongestant dilemma. Your go-to cold medicine may be on the way out. The change from the FDA and alternatives you can try for relief.
A new report accuses former Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz of sexual misconduct and drug abuse.
Fox 35's Mike Emanuel has more from Washington, where some lawmakers praise the decision to release the report, while others say it sets a bad precedent. It looks like we won't have another Trump working in Washington. Laura Trump, the daughter-in-law of the president-elect, formally withdrew herself from consideration for the Senate seat that will likely be vacated by Marco Rubio. That's because Trump nominated Rubio for Secretary of State. It's now up to Governor Ron DeSantis to fill that Senate seat until the next election. Laura was considered to be on the short list. In turning down the job, she promised, quote, a big announcement in January.
A Fox 35 update to a story we first told you about a couple of weeks ago. A local man recovering from a flesh-eating bacteria will get to spend Christmas at home. Mark Lipko left the hospital a few days ago. His wife tells us he's doing well. But the recovery is far from over, as Mark's wound requires round-the-clock care. Mark was working around lakes when a small cut got infected. Doctors say the bacteria spread quickly and was attacking his body by the time he got to the hospital. The Lipkos want to extend the biggest thank you to everyone who has kept them in their thoughts and prayers during this difficult time.
New York police say a man is facing charges for allegedly setting a woman on fire while she was asleep on the subway in Brooklyn. Police charged 33-year-old Sebastian Zapata with first and second-degree murder. Authorities say he approached the woman sleeping on the F train Sunday morning, then set her on fire. She died on the scene. Authorities say Zapata is a Guatemalan national who illegally entered the U.S. in 2018 and was deported, but later re-entered. Amazon delivery drivers remain on the picket line just 2 days before Christmas. Today marks the 5th day of the strike. The goal here is to get Amazon to sit down with the Teamsters to negotiate a contract. 2 new strike locations opened over the weekend in Southern California and in Staten Island. The general president of Teamsters was on the picket lines throwing support behind the movement.
The public, I think, should sympathize with how bad of an employer Amazon is, how they mistreat their workers, misclassify employees. I think the public should put some pressure on Amazon to say, hey, we're not going to buy your products anymore unless you give these people what they deserve and what they want.
Amazon is staying firm. It has no intention of meeting with the Teamsters because they say no one employed by them is a Teamster. The Teamsters tell Fox Business that they have not heard from Amazon, but, quote, we know they got the message.
'Tis the season for scammers amid the hustle and bustle just 2 days before Christmas. Experts say savvy criminals are coming for your money. Fox 35's Garrett Weimer has what to watch out for.
And state officials are warning you to stay alert on the roads this week. Florida Highway Patrol posted these messages on social media saying to, quote, drive safely, be a good elf, and don't speed because Santa sees you, and drive high, get DUI, reminding us that only Rudolph drives lit. Well, drunk driving accidents increase every year in December, according to FHP. Last December, there were more than 500 alcohol-related incidents, the most of any month in 2023. Nationally, 37 people a day are killed by drunk drivers, which is why state officials want you to be extra vigilant on the highways during the holidays.
Always be on the lookout. Know that more impaired drivers are on the road, that this is a month of increased activity for drunk driving accidents. If you spot an impaired driver, make sure that you report that immediately.
If you see a suspected drunk driver on the road, you can call Star FHP so a trooper can be on the lookout for the car.
On the Health Watch tonight, do cold medicines actually work to relieve your worst symptoms?
Well, the FDA says no and is moving to phase out the leading decongestant from hundreds of over-the-counter medicines. Fox 35's Anna Eliopoulos has the story. All right, it's a busy season at the airports, and we can all agree being stuck in airport traffic is the absolute worst. Well, one airport's fix, putting a time limit on those goodbyes. So how does a 3-minute max on your next hug help? Let us know by casting your vote on fox35orlando.com/vote. Then meet us at 11 to find out those results.
50-50 right now. We'll check in on that next here at 10. It's the Magic and Celtics in the Sports Zone. The Magic battling a slew of injuries for key players, yet they come away with a huge win. And NASA looking to make history tomorrow night. They're flying where no one has ever flown before, incredibly close to the sun. It seems like one of those fables there. But first, we are saving you some cash with the Fox 35 Pump Patrol. We found gas for $2.67 a gallon at the Citgo in Sanford. It's off South Orlando Drive near the intersection of West Lake Mary Boulevard. We're back in just a few minutes.
Wake up with Brooks and Jessica, weekday mornings on Good Day Orlando.
In the Fox 35 Sports Zone tonight, a huge second half for the Orlando Magic, down double digits at half. The bench came for a statement comeback win. Fox 35's Jessica Ely is live at the Kia Center tonight. And Jessica, the team, they have to be feeling really good about this one tonight.
Yeah, they are. We've learned two things about the Magic so far in this early season. One, it does not matter who is in their lineup, and also it doesn't matter who they're playing. They're unafraid of their opponents tonight. The Magic defeat the defending NBA champions, the Boston Celtics, 108-104 in front of a big home crowd here at the Kia Center. So I actually just got a text from a friend asking me, how the heck is this Magic squad beating all these teams? But I have to say that it goes down to culture. There is belief in self. And as Coach Mosley always says, it is next man up. And you can tell that these players believe in that. From the Kia Center, Jessica Ely, Fox 35 Sports.
Chippy at the end. Jessica, thank you. The Magic, they are playing with intensity. And this here now is a live look at intensity of a different kind. That's the snow in Buffalo, New York, blasting the city right now. Not surprising. We will not have a white Christmas, though, here in Florida. But, you know, Buffalo, New York, that's like one of the lake effect snow capitals of America.
It is. Would you rather be up there tonight?
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm happy to have seen it on my television set.
Yeah, you know, I'm not going to lie. I've softened my stance before we go to the graphics. I've softened my stance on snow and cold. Since I've been here. When I moved here, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'd love to see snow a little bit in the winter. After being here now a year and change, I'm good. Like, I can't play pickle. I'm going up to Connecticut tomorrow for Christmas. I can't play pickleball outside.
No, you'll be tight.
You'll be freezing.
Can't get loose.
It's going to be like 10 degrees when I get off the plane in Hartford tomorrow. And snowing.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, I've softened my stance on that. Temperatures today, well above average across the south, not really quite across the northeast. You see right now it's 21 in Philly, 17 in Boston, 30 in Buffalo, 39 in South Carolina. And you see 25 in Greenville, 24 in Raleigh. By the way, speaking of South Carolina, shout out Sally, 10 o'clock producer, who's in my ear right now. It's her birthday. It's our producer for the 10 o'clock news. Happy birthday, Sally. 39 degrees there in the Carolinas. But look right here in parts of Alabama, really interesting. It's colder into the deep south than it is areas northwest. Really odd map tonight. You can tell the wind from the northeast here in the southwest there going up into the Missouri Valley. No rain locally. If you look behind me, there is some shower activity offshore, but that's where that will stay for the overnight period. All right, 61 now New Smyrna, 59 in Sanford, 62 in St. Cloud. Here is the big picture forecast. We'll pick it up tomorrow. A little area of low pressure offshore, non-tropical, it's just the low, but something else notable in the southeast and the south. Tomorrow, some severe weather. Houston, Dallas, the Metroplex, damaging winds, maybe a tornado or two. Notable for Christmas Eve night going into Christmas Day. Maybe even some severe storms down into the Houston area in the middle of the night into early Christmas morning. But for us on Christmas, notice here's 2:30 in the afternoon. Look at all the clouds across Florida. This is the middle of the day. And look to the southwest. Look at the showers that come across the peninsula. You see a little band of some light to moderate showers here at 6:30. So does it rain the whole day? No. But in this pattern, there's going to be a lot of clouds and some showers. And another another system forms hot on that's heels. More severe weather Thursday in Louisiana, Arkansas, and Texas. And that will influence our weather because it'll help push more moisture in here on Thursday. Highs on Christmas Day this year: 75 in Orlando, 81 Miami, 36 Boston, 62 Tuscaloosa, 78 in Austin, 70 in Dallas, low 60s in SoCal. You can't see it on this graphic, and I know a lot of these temps look cool, but most of the country is above average this year for Christmas. And not a lot of people are seeing a white Christmas. In fact, the far northern parts of the country, northern Minnesota, the UP, Michigan, upstate New York, but really it's a below average season for a white Christmas. Obviously, Canada still has a lot of snow. All right, let's talk in the long range now. Towards the end of the week, heading into next week, we're going to watch an active pattern heading into New Year's. And what I want to point out to you is this. On the 29th, a big system with a large cold front. This is on Sunday into next week. Models are in disagreement over it. This is the Euro model. Personally, I think there will be a front around New Year's. Depending on when it comes through, there could be some rain and storms. I have not included that in the forecast for Monday right here yet, but just know that early next week, if you've got New Year's plans here in Florida that pertain to anything outdoors, the forecast could change for the wetter and more active as we get closer, so stay tuned for that. But a couple of showers on Wednesday and Thursday and temperatures in the 70s heading into the weekend. Manny.
All right, Noah, thank you. Next here at 10, flying closer to the sun than ever before. What scientists hope to learn that could impact life for us here on Earth. But before we head to break, you're taking a live look at the Kansas Star in downtown Orlando. That's the closest any of our cameras will get to being out of this world. We're back in about 3 minutes. Stay with us.
It feels like years since it's been here.
Nightlights is sponsored by Ocean Bank, taking business further.
From Fox 35 Mission Control, NASA is sending a spacecraft to the sun tomorrow. This million-degree mission will be the closest a man-made object has ever come to the sun. NASA's Parker Solar Probe is on a mission to better understand the mysteries of the sun. Launched back in 2018, Parker's journey is about to happen 90 million miles from Earth and will come within 4 million miles of the sun's surface. That may sound far, but in space measurements, that's actually a lot closer than you think.
If you think about a football field, if you put the Earth at one end zone and the sun at the other end zone, it's going to make it to the 4-yard line of the sun.
Parker is equipped with a state-of-the-art heat shield that will somehow keep its scientific equipment at room temperature, enduring temperatures reaching 1 million degrees. The scientists say they are hopeful the data collected will help them understand how the sun's impacts satellites, GPS systems, and even the power grid here on Earth. Today, though, December 23rd means it's Festivus for the rest of us, as depicted in Seinfeld. Frank Costanza, George's dad from the show, first introduced the country to Festivus back in 1997.
At the Festivus dinner, you gather your family around and tell them all the ways they have disappointed you over the past year.
And is there a tree?
No, instead there's a pole. Requires no decoration. I find tinsel distracting.
Festivus is based on a true-life experience by a writer on the show. The secular holiday has many traditions. There's feats of strength, the celebratory dinner afterward, and then, of course, the airing of grievances. You only have about an hour left to do that. The late news at 11 is coming up next, and Fox 35's Marlisa Goldsmith continues our coverage in just a few minutes. Keep it right here.